How are you doing? I'm Dr. Paul. Welcome to Mental Health Mondays. I'm going to keep this short and sweet and real simple. I want to just talk directly to you, meaning fear. Fear has cost you the life you've always wanted. Now, you've heard this before, and I've talked about it before. So let's just talk about how to correct it. How to correct fear. People have been wondering, how do we do this? My search is understanding the fear and its development. Because even when you say the word fear, I've taught you how to listen to your bodies. I taught you how to hear how your body is reacting to the words you are speaking. This is important because if you're afraid of the Ku Klux Klan, you're afraid of blacks in your neighborhood, you're afraid of someone or some things, your fears are your own. I would never deny you of claiming your fear. But ask yourself this: when fear costs you joy, and it will cost you joy, will the words you use ever protect you? Calling someone a name, calling them outside of kindness, calling them outside of compassion. Will your protection from what you're afraid of cost you your happiness? And without a doubt, the answer could be always yes. Emotional reaction training, understanding how, where, and when it was developed, you can then understand how, when you are reacting. Emotional reaction training, it is to help you understand the history of where something comes from, understanding, recognizing how it's affecting you. We're always so much on the defensive. If a question gets asked, why don't you want to go in there? I want to just use an example. I'm afraid of snakes. Say I'm afraid of snakes. It's a phobia. So why don't you want to go in there? Because there's snakes in there. So why don't you want to go in there? You didn't really answer the reason. You gave your why, but you didn't give the reason. The reason of fear is different than the why of fear. The reason is different than explaining the why or having a valid purpose, but you didn't explain. It's still not explained. How did you develop with snakes? When did you develop the fear with snakes? Where does that feeling of the fear attach to you in your body? These things are important. Do you understand those reasons? Or are you just going to be like, well, I'm just afraid? Because I'm just afraid. And that's why I don't want to go into the room. Not good enough. Not good enough for your whole mental brain capacity to stay connected to the living. Your choices are to live, not to withdraw, to live. Understand where you are coming from, who you are right now, and is that stopping you from living? Because it is stopping you from being happy. I'm sure of it. Your fear will cost you your joy every time. Every time. Your fear will cost you joy. More to come. Just want to share this with you. Want to dive right in. We'll talk more about practicing and how to heal ourselves with the different meditation and investigating. Is the best way to put it. If you're investigating, that means you're invested. And if you're invested in your health, then you are able to move forward. I wish you all the luck and blessings in the world. Thank you. And I'm Dr. Paul. You can always contact me when you want to go over some more reaction training.